Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India. Bhaktavijaya173. As you may remember, Joga Paramananda did 700 namaskars every day. He would repeat a verse of the Bhagavad Gita and then bow prostrate on the ground. After completing his devotions in this way, he would sit down to his meal. It is said in the religious law books that anyone who eats a meal without having performed devotions, that one is like a hog. Birds and animals, as they wander here and there, perform neither sinful nor good deeds. There is no law given in the Shastras for insects, ants, or animals. But when one suddenly acquires a human body, one should make full use of it. Without association with the good, there is no obtaining knowledge with this human body. You may perhaps ask, how can one find leisure for these regular acts of devotion while one carries on one's daily occupation? I will tell you one way of solving the problem. Listen. There is one means which is superior to all bathings in sacred waters, religious ceremonies, austerities, the making of gifts, religious observances, and bodily torture. It is the worship of Sri Hari. In this Kali Yuga, no means have been specially designated aside from the repeating of God's names. Just as at the time of death, nectar could bring back life to everyone, so anyone who is carrying on daily business and at the same time is constant in thoughts of Hari, the life of the world comes and sits beside that person in his love. But what is the use of saying more about this? Everyone knows the power of God's name. And no one is overimpressed by that love which is outside of experience. Thus, Joga Paramananda indulged in his habits of worshipping Hari. Thinking of Govinda in his heart, he was always full of joy. Joga and the silk garment. On a certain day, a merchant came on business at the great door of the temple. A cloud had rained upon the earth, and the ground was exceedingly muddy. But in the mud, Paramananda was making his namaskar to Panduranga. In his heart, he was thinking of the delight of Rukmini and the destroyer of the earthly hindrances of his bhaktas. When he saw such devotion on the part of Joga, the merchant's heart was deeply moved. He exclaimed, "Who is this Bhakta of Vishnu? I see in him indifference to earthly things." He then took out from among his goods a silk raiment, and giving it at once to Joga, made him a namaskar. He said, "O Swami, ocean of compassion, first put on this raiment. I come to you as a suppliant, a dull-minded person, to plead with you." Joga replied to him, "What need have I for a silk garment? If you have some old clothes, you may give them to me at once." Putting on some old raiments, going to beg and bringing back some food enables me to carry on my worship without hindrance. You have brought a silk raiment for me, but dressed the god in it instead. And by doing so, the husband of Rukmini will show an unlimited kindness. Although he thus spoke to him, still that ignorant man would not listen. He was not able to realize what was an especially suitable gift. One should give water and grains to birds. One should give grass to animals as a religious act. Those who are wise give money to those who are worthy of it. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.